Hello everybody, back here again, another vlog a day, and today is Friday the 2nd, I think it is. Yeah, so anyway, I know it's Friday, it's the only thing that really matters. Went ahead, got up crazy early this morning, I don't know, didn't sleep well. Got up, tried to go back to sleep, and just said, fuck it, got up, started getting some stuff done. Had a handful of things to get taken care of, nothing really major, I guess. Had a chiropractor appointment this morning. Got to it. Didn't really do much before that. Just general crap around here. Went to it. Got adjusted. It never works. Well, I get to take it back. I've had it work a couple times where I've been in immense, crazy pain, where it helps relieve it instantly. That takes a while to actually finish. This one, my shoulder and stuff was out. I realized it was actually out from the Thursday before the 50-mile race when I fell and twisted my shoulder up. And it wasn't that bad, but I'd been overcompensating that left side where it was hurting. And by overcompensating, I had basically threw my right side out even worse. And then I've been throwing around some logs and some heavy, just heavy ass shit, concrete, whatever. And I strained the right side. And it was to that point where when I would look up and to the left, I could actually feel like it pulling tight against my right shoulder blade. And I knew I had to get that fixed. So far it seems like it's a little better. Still tight, but I think it's more the nerve part where it's out. When I look up and left, isn't that bad, but the shoulder blade and stuff itself is crazy ass sore. I need to find myself a amazingly cheap masseuse is what I really want to find, but don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So went ahead. After that, I ended up going down. I got a phone call on the way over there to the chiropractor's office saying that my van was done. Thought no big deal. That's cool. I'm good with that. I can go pick it up. But what went from about a $350 estimate, and they had a $90 part that added on, so it bumped up to $440. Somehow jumped up to $823.37, and I was like, what the fuck? So that was like, that ain't cool. So I was like, okay, whatever, gotta figure this out. I was can't figure it out on the phone. So the guy's like, I'm not in charge of that part of it. I'm just calling to tell you that it's done. So I headed to hell with it. Went to the chiropractor's office, got that done, headed back home. Actually dropped my car off on the highway because I had my Ford Taurus for sale. And there's way more traffic out on the highway, so I said, screw it, I'll just drop it off here and walk a couple extra blocks back to my house. So I did that. Got home, decided to go to the grocery store and stuff. So basically took one of their vehicles. I headed to the grocery store and saw that my car had a junk vehicle must be moved tow sticker on it. And I was like, motherfuckers. I'm like, this was literally less than 20 minutes when I parked the car there. It'd been out on the highway a couple days ago, down the other side of the road. I'm like, whatever. Yesterday I had it out at Walmart when I went for my run and stuff. I'm like, whatever again. So I was kind of annoyed, kind of pissed off, and something to go to the store. We're going to worry about it later. So I went ahead and got my grocery shopping done, came back, walked back up to the car. I was going to move it, called down the officer, and basically trying to figure out what's going on. The officer wasn't there, yada yada. And apparently I finally got a call back. It turns out Centerville has an ordinance that says no vehicle can be parked on any street at any time if it has a for sale sign in it. Which, I've had a for sale sign on the back window of my car forever. It's a vinyl just stuck in the back window, and it's been on there, I don't know. I've had that on cars for years before and never had a problem. So just an officer being a dick. I said, when you show me the ordinance, I'm like, tell me what number that is and stuff. Well, I can look it up. And he's being a real ass. And I'm like, okay, then look it up. And he's like, well, hold on a minute. So he puts me on hold, comes back 3 minutes later, and I'm like, okay, we're talking. I said, so did you get it? And he goes, I could look it up. And I'm like, well, clearly you can't look it up because you haven't been able to produce me a number yet. So he was being a dick. And he's like, you didn't get a ticket. All you got was a warning. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I got a warning to a law that I don't know what it is, and you don't know what it is either. So I might look it up later. I might say, fuck it, and just assholes, whatever. So it's one of those things that's just annoying as shit. The officer's telling me I said, what do? I have for sale sign in my car, and I go to a friend's house or I go to the gym, park out on the street. He goes, well, that's just a chance you gotta take. I take the stickers off. And I'm like, I'm not gonna peel off vinyl stickers every time I park in the street. It's a pain in the ass, but whatever. Then he tells me, just put the car in your own yard. This is what the cop tells him. You realize Centerville has an ordinance that says you cannot park any vehicle on grass. So you're telling me to break a law to not break this law. And this guy's like, oh, and he's like, whatever. So he goes, where the hell do you live anyway? Because I think they thought I lived out of town or something. I'm like, 2 blocks east of where you just saw the car. Oh, why it parked in your own yard? And I'm like, again, ordinance against parking in the yard. But I'm like, and nobody drives on my street. I might get 17 cars at most down my street any single day, and the highway is getting hundreds because it's going out toward Walmart. So I'm like, whatever. So anyway, got that all figured out. Said to hell with it. Ended up taking in a bunch of scrap metal. Had my trailer loaded up. Had some copper, some aluminum, some car wheels, blah blah, whatever. Ended up getting like $50 off that. Went down, picked up my van. We basically, I didn't pay them the full 800. I'm like, we'll have to figure this out because I'm gonna make payments on it or something. So no big deal. I said I'll work with you, whatever. Paid $500, pay the rest off. As it goes, not really that big a deal. I hate owing anybody money, so I'll probably pay him off tomorrow just to get it over with and get it done with. So went ahead. That's what my plan. I got back home and I'm like, screw it. I just pulled out the rest of the money I had. I went by the bank and stuff. Just went down and paid it off. I hate the thought of owing anything. So went ahead and got that paid off. Brought the van home. The exhaust is fixed. It's amazing how much better that thing is to drive without that stupid exhaust leak. It's absolutely amazing difference. So went ahead, got that. I was so stoked about it. So the one thing I did notice, it like died on me one time, which when I went back out of the shop, it died, and I was like, the idle's a little bit low, which I gotta blame on my last mechanic because he did the tune-up, and I think he kicked the idle down to make the exhaust leak not sound so loud, which is a dumbass thing to do instead of fixing the problem. But I'm gonna bump it back up hopefully tomorrow and get it taken care of. So from there, came home, had some other junk to do. I was still fairly early in the day. Had to go meet with a new client for my doggy vacay, to want to do a meet and greet, to like watch their dog and walk their dog and let their dog out and maybe do some overnights with it. Went out and met with him. Super great guy, really nice guy. Two great dogs, older, really awesome. One's like 12 years old, and one's I think like 4. But really good dogs. Went ahead, met with him. We scheduled next week. I'm going to be going out and letting the dogs out twice on Monday and then once a day, Tuesday through Thursday. So went ahead and trying to figure out the custom quotes through Doggy Vacay website that I'm on is, I don't know, not the most simple thing for that. So I went ahead and I talked to the lady and we ended up doing it a little bit differently, but it'll work. We'll get it figured out as time goes on. So from there, basically super excited about it. Got the quotes done. It took me 2 tries. I actually had to delete one of them because it was screwed up. So got it all figured out and going from there. So we got to figure out something a little better. I think what I might do with the guy after I talk to him again in person is just start billing him a week behind, which I care less. Takes me an extra week to get paid. Not a big deal. So if I'm out there, 5-6 times, whatever this week, then I'll just bill him out for it the week after, because that's that, or the other options I got to bill him for more than what it normally is, then it's refund back what he doesn't use. So it's kind of a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of a little strange, but the company's still growing with the whole, processing of it and whatnot, especially for like the checkups and visits. It's because you don't know, cause we might be only planning to be out there once a day, and if he gets caught at work or his wife can't get home from Ottumwa from her job and they get held over, they're going to call me up when we go out and do it again. And technically, I'm not supposed to go out there and let the dogs out unless it's been approved through a quote through the website, which is fine. I understand. They want to get paid, they want their share of it and stuff, because I wouldn't have found this guy, wouldn't have found me without them, and I'm fine with that problem, without any problem with that. But it sounds like I'm not supposed to go out there and let the dog out until after I spoke to them. And I'm not going to waste the time, especially if he's at work and he called me on break. And then by the time I put in a quote, he gets it approved. It's another break's like 4 hours later. And then by that point, he's coming home. So I think what we'll do is we'll just basically go out, let the dog out. And then from there, I'll bill it out the next week. So I think we've got it figured out. And see, they also said Doggy Vacay, I can even just call them, and if I can't have time for the quotes and stuff, and just basically actually call one of their representatives at the moment on the phone and go from there. So hopefully it'll get better as we go on. So other than that, watched the new show, The Game, I think it's called, something like that. The Player, maybe it's The Player, where they basically super uber rich people bet on whether or not you can solve a crime or not, and you can prevent a crime, I guess. So it's kind of an interesting show. The first episode is pretty good. We'll have to see where it goes from here. So a lot of times the pilot episode is like phenomenal, and then it falls off really quickly a lot of times for many of their shows. So anyway, that's pretty much all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.